Nestle, what comes to your mind? A comforting cup of coffee, a quick Maggie meal, or maybe a creamy Kit Kat. But what if we told you that behind these familiar products lies a labyrinth of groundbreaking innovations, jaw-dropping controversies, and the cold, calculated strategies of a corporate giant? In 1867, Henri Nestlé, a German pharmacist living in Switzerland, developed a breakthrough infant formula. His invention wasn't just about feeding babies, it was about saving lives. Infant mortality rates were devastatingly high, and his formula, made from cow's milk, wheat flour, and sugar, offered hope to parents who couldn't breastfeed. Henry sold his company just 7 years later, but his legacy had sparked something much bigger. Nestle quickly expanded, merging with the Anglo-Swiss Condensed Milk Company in 1905. Together, they laid the groundwork for what would become an unstoppable global empire. The two world wars weren't just challenges for Nestle, they were opportunities. Food shortages created demand for long-lasting, non-perishable products. Nestle stepped up, supplying condensed milk and developing instant coffee for soldiers during World War II. This was the worth of Nescafe, one of the company's most iconic products. The post-war years saw Nestle doubling down on research and innovation, expanding into frozen foods, powdered milk, and chocolate. By the 1960s, Nestle had gone beyond Europe and North America. It wasn't just selling products, it was reshaping global taste. In India, Maggi noodles became a cultural staple. In Africa, Nestle introduced fortified foods to combat malnutrition. Nestle didn't just sell products, it adapted them. From green tea flavored Kit Kats in Japan to Milo, a chocolate malt drink beloved in Southeast Asia, Nestle embedded itself into local cultures. But as the company's profits soared, so did its appetite for control. Nestle began acquiring competitors and diversifying its portfolio, making it the largest food company on earth. For all its success, Nestle's path has been far from spotless. One of the earliest and most damaging controversies was the baby formula scandal of the 1970s. Nestle aggressively marketed its infant formula in poorer countries, often misleading mothers into believing it was superior to breastfeeding. But in areas with limited access to clean water, mixing formula with contaminated water led to sickness and death among infants. The backlash was swift, sparking a global boycott and creating an enduring scar on the brand's reputation. In recent years, Nestle has faced accusations of exploiting water resources. Critics claim the company pumps billions of liters of water from drought-prone regions, often paying pennies for what it sells at a premium. This has raised tough questions. Should water be a public right, or can it be commodified? Nestle's dominance in the chocolate industry has also been marred by allegations of child labor and human rights abuses in its cocoa supply chain. Investigations have revealed shocking conditions, with children as young as 12 working long hours on cocoa farms. Although Nestle has promised to address these issues, progress has been slow, and critics argue that profits still come before people. Despite its controversies, Nestle has always been a pioneer. It has invested billions in research, from creating healthier food alternatives to developing plant-based products like the Garden Gourmet Burger. Nestle has also pledged to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050, adopting renewable energy and sustainable farming practices. While critics remain skeptical, the company insists it's serious about change. What makes Nestle so powerful isn't just its products, it's its influence. From lobbying governments to shaping international food policies, Nestle operates in a league of its own. It has mastered the art of staying ahead, whether through acquisitions, innovation, or simply bending the rules in its favor. As the world grapples with challenges like climate change and inequality, Nestle faces a crossroads. Can it truly lead the way in ethical practices, or will it remain a symbol of corporate greed? The future of Nestle will depend on whether it can align its profit motives with the growing demand for transparency, fairness, and sustainability. Nestle's story is one of innovation, scandal, and resilience, a reflection of the fine line between success and responsibility. What do you think? Is Nestle a force for good or a cautionary tale of corporate overreach? Like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the brands you know. And don't forget to visit manishgoswami.com for more insights and untold stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in next video.